Test.
Hello, hello.
If they're sleeping.
You're good.
All right, notice is hereby given that a special city council meeting will be held by the governing body of the city of Bertram on this 11th day of August, 2026 at 11 a.m. The council chamber, City Hall, 110 East Bond Street, Bertram, Texas, 78605, and I call this meeting to order. Roll call.
Present.
Councilmember Wilson,
Present.
Councilmember Predmore,
Present.
Mayor Valadez,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem DeFrancis,
Present.
Councilmember Goebel. Mayor, you have quorum.
Thank you. Anthony, would you like to give the invocation?
Will, please rise. Father, thank you for this opportunity for us to gather. Give us the wherewithal to do what's best for the city and for our families and the citizens. Please protect our families, our first responders, those here, not here, their families, and look down upon us up front that we do what is in the very best interest for everyone involved. This we ask in your name. Amen.
Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Budget workshop session. While the budget workshop are open to the public, participants in the budget workshop sessions are primarily the city council, elected officials, and department heads only. During work sessions, no public comments will be heard unless specifically recognized by the mayor. The city will hold a public hearing on the proposed budget during the September 8th, 2026 and September 22nd, 2026 city council meetings. Please hold all comments and concerns until the end of the hearing. Public hearing, please. 1.1 Budget Workshop for fiscal year 2026 and 2027. So before you, all you should have a copy of the budget. This is a balanced budget that I, along with the department heads, work through. If you don't know, department heads give all their asks, and we go through the numbers, and I try to cut as much as I can before it gets to you to have a balanced budget. So what you have before you is a balanced budget. If you have any changes to that, this is what this is for.
Do you have any questions regarding the numbers that were put in
Correct.
onto the budget?
Now, we can go through this line by line, or we can just go through and go down, and if y'all have any questions, that's the best way to do it.
I had a question.
Sure.
On page 3 of the general operating budget, I think it was page 3, yeah. I believe this is the police department income, 7015, sale of auction items. That was a significant jump, and I don't know, what are we auctioning that is going to bring us in additional income of 30,000?
We have a lot of vehicles that are at their lifetime.
I believe there was four
Four?
different vehicles. There was
Okay.
2 previously that have been out there that we just haven't sent to auction, and then there was 2 an additional one, correct, Brantley?
Okay. I just saw that was a big increase, and
Yeah,
I was
well,
wondering what.
and that's a hope. I mean, well, obviously, when we go to auction, it could be more, it could be less than that.
Right.
But that was the what we thought we could get for that out there.
Okay, thank you.
So we're just gonna kind of do a general overview maybe and then ask questions, or you just want to ask?
Go ahead and ask. I mean, you should all have had a chance to look at it. So if you've had time to look at it, if you have questions, go ahead and bring them up.
Well, thank you, department heads and the mayor, for already working through this. I know it's a lot of work. On the proposed for the park funds transfer, that $100,000, what's that about?
The transfer, are you asking about the income, or are you talking about the?
Income.
Income is, so we have a restricted account that is a park maintenance account, is a park account where we get the $250 per lot from development.
Yes.
Goes into a restricted, and I'm having air quotes here, restricted account. That current balance in that account is $113,000. So that $100,000 is coming in from that account, and you'll see it as expense below as well.
Oh, that's great. So like the new developments, the impact fees, I guess, is that
No,
part of
it's
it or
not
separate?
impact fees. In our subdivision ordinance, it's either land in lieu of or a $250 per lot fee that's paid. It's fee or land in lieu of the fee.
It goes
So,
directly
and that's
to
council's
parks.
decision to decide whether or not they want park land or if they want the fee in lieu of. So, what's in there is based on previous plat discussions.
I have a bunch that could probably be answered in one sentence. So as Andis said, thank you all for putting it together. The first page, number 12, on the general operating, the sales tax, I didn't understand, the budget went down, and then it says 5% increase. So we're getting less this,
So
go ahead.
the first line in your budget is actuals, so this is based on actuals. The second line, which is P, column P is, and I should have went over this at the beginning, is the projected ending this fiscal year, which is, we're projecting ending. Obviously, that number fluctuates depending on sales tax and sales tax that's deposited into the city's accounts. What we put in the budget was $754,000 for this fiscal year. Obviously, we're not going to hit that, or we could if we have a large deposit. But well, some people pay quarterly, some people pay monthly, so it all just depends. We get a monthly check, but some people, the way that people pay may be different. So what I projected was a 5% increase based on actuals.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it could be more than 754, what we currently have budgeted this fiscal year, or it could be a lot less. These are like, a budget is a guide. Understand, our budget is a guide, so we don't want to overspend. Obviously, there's room for increase there if we wanted to increase. I'm keeping it very conservative because we don't ever know. As businesses come to town and as sales tax increase, that number could increase as well throughout the fiscal year.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'll keep rolling. Page 4, very bottom, the advertising posting. Oh, so I would assume that would be the same answer.
It's going to go up. I know, because we're using Burnett Bulletin. They do charge a little bit more. For instance, the last two ordinances that you guys passed that imposed a fee. Every time we impose a fee, we have to publish that in the paper. Each of those ordinance postings was $144.50. So every time you pass an ordinance or amend an ordinance that has a fee imposed, I have to post that ordinance or that fee caption in the paper.
And we're looking at,
It's probably going to be
Like
more
from-
than that, actually. I didn't know what that fee was when we were doing this budget, but I just got that first bill invoice, and it was $144.50.
well, that's more, that $1,250, we're looking more off of the 1052 amount, right, than the 250.
Oh, obviously, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Should I keep going? Okay, next page, number 105, the auto expense. I saw that we had expenses for the utility or code enforcement truck here, and I think there was another one, pages 8 and 9, that had something for Ted's truck. Are they in there
No,
twice?
it's
or-
all, so the code enforcement truck is under the general fund. There is not another line item. There is in the general account for PD, and then the utility have their own expense account. So
Okay, so it's just two different accounts. I just want to make sure.
it's the same line item number, but we just code it to general, we code it to PD, and we code it to utility. It's the same GL number
There's three sections of the budget of the three major departments.
that have,
So you have
Vehicle
you have
expense.
duplicate expenditure names, but it's in a different part of the budget.
yes, sir. And I'll probably be breaking out streets as well, just so that Adam can have a better understanding of the street expenses, because we've always just grouped them under the general account. So we'll probably make a department under streets moving forward. I just haven't done it. But the numbers won't change. It'll just be moved into a separate section.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Those were what jumped out at me there. I'm done on that.
I have a couple.
Okay.
And a couple of these are just, I want to have clarity on what an abbreviation means. Page 4, up at item 73, I obviously know what oatmeal, HWF, and BCC are, but what is BVC?
Bertram Chamber of Commerce,
Oh, Bertram Visitor Center.
Bertram Visitor
Okay,
Center.
okay, good to know. I didn't know what that was.
And obviously, these are my notes on the side. It's
Yeah.
this not, this, these
Yeah.
are my notes.
And then on this administrative assistant, that's not a current hire, correct? That's a projected hire?
Well, we've had it budgeted, we just haven't had it filled. So currently Connie is a full-time court. As court picks up, we hope to have her back over here and have a full, a part-time admin for PD, part-time admin for here, just an office assistant to kind of fill in where needed.
So it's
So
not
that
something.
is still a full-time position for both.
Okay.
We're
and
just
then
utilizing Connie right now because of the opening.
on page 5, number 96, the community outreach. The
Mm-hmm.
2,000, what is the OWBCO?
That is the Williamson County,
Outreach, Williamson County, Williamson Burnett County.
Williamson Burnett County. It's not carts.
No, I know what you're
Meals
talking
on
about.
Wheels.
Yes, Meals on Wheels. Okay, I just,
Meals on Wheels. I was trying to think of, what is it?
Yeah.
Meals on Wheels.
I was just trying to figure out what that meant.
And
So-
those are still asked. There's a plug in there. They still have to come to the council and ask for that money. So eventually you will get an action item that says allows me to spend it. They haven't asked, they don't get it. That's the way it is.
Okay,
And so I know I was just kind of looking over the top. It looks like our revenue is projected to be about $200,000 more. Is that right?
Yeah.
And so I know we signed the EMS contract, which was around 70,000. Because I was kind of wondering how we were going to pay for that. It sounds like our revenue has gone up enough to where that's been able to kind of be taken care of within just.
Obviously, we're getting more in property tax because we have new builds. So we do have in there for those expenditures, as well as some other things that are going up. Sales tax goes up. Everything kind of goes up.
We didn't necessarily have to like cut something else to make that happen because our revenues are going.
No, we're still living within our means, I think. I think the mayor dwindled what he could down to still live within the means that we're currently operating under.
I did notice that the health insurance jumped up about 40-50%.
So that's going to be, health insurance is still going, we're still out looking for the provider for for next fiscal year. We use insurance brokers that goes out and gets us the most bang for our buck based on our size. And we have 22 employees, so we're considered a small
Yeah.
group. So I estimated $600 because there's always an increase. It's probably going to be a little less than that, but yeah. I had to earmark something and I said 600 per employee, so. And that's providing full medical coverage, no dental or vision for the employee. Employee pays that out of pocket.
well, personally, I just think that, I don't know what it looked like to start with, but I appreciate the work that went into this to make it what it is, because it's
Just,
like we are able to do what we need to do and balance.
well, just so y'all know, I think we started at 559,000 over budget.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did good, John.
Good job. I noticed, I just want to, just for my information, on page 6, the item number 119, what month are we projecting that to be paid off? Like
There's
April?
7 payments left.
So-
I believe it's their annual payments, and it's usually around September is when
Oh, so it's annual payment.
it's annual
Oh,
payment. It's
okay.
not monthly. Those are
Okay.
annual payments.
I was thinking it was going to be paid off.
No, they got 7 payments left,
Oh, so 7 years.
7 years.
Okay. Well, darn.
And that right there is from the purchase of this building here.
Uh-huh.
So, it's not bad, 7-year note left on a,
Yeah,
like if you were buying a new house or something.
yeah.
Any more questions on the general operating? Everybody's good? All right, moving on to the revenue.
Utility or enterprise fund?
Yeah.
Adam, I'm going to let you do all the talking on the utility one.
Adam,
Okay.
do you have a written estimate on that shower, or are we just guesstimating 25?
Had a couple local contractors give us some bids, and that's kind of where they came.
Yep, okay,
Depends on if we go with someone like that or try to do something basic in-house ourselves.
yeah.
Adam is really good about saving where he can, so if he knows our guys can do it, then he'll get them to do it. If he thinks they don't have the expertise to do it, he'll contract it. He'll find somebody to help do that. Adam's budget when we first started was what, 5.4 million over?
Yes.
Just making it aware of what we need, so.
Thank you.
So
I
there,
wish I had seen that
And that
one.
wasn't everything.
there was some large items that needed to be addressed. The main one is the elevated tank, the standpipe
Out on 330.
out on 330, yeah.
When it did the flood last in July, it sprung a leak.
So
What a great
at
situation.
some point in the very near future, we're gonna have to replace that. And we looked at repairs, and it's just, it's gonna have to be replaced. And
A lot of work, and there's no way to take it offline and keep the town in service.
the cost right now is about 5.5 million to replace that.
We based it off of the current elevated tank that we are building. We know what that bid came in. We know what those numbers look like. So we kind of estimated what it would take to get a new tank installed next to that one. Obviously, we couldn't take that one offline without having a way to get that water to town. So there's going to have to be some other expenses involved.
Right.
When we're having, when we're talking to developers, is this something that developers sometimes help with?
Yeah, that's why we earmarked, and you'll see a new loan item in Adam's budget. That's if we actually have to do that, and the expense is below as well. To be determined, but we put it in there as a place marker, so that we are all aware that that project is gonna be a need next year, or next fiscal year.
I believe it's in the new CIP plan, too.
It is. Any other questions? Well, while you're looking, I will say that the department heads had to make sacrifices. They had some asks that I know they wanted, and some of them they probably need in the near future. We just couldn't do it this year, so they did sacrifice.
Could you clarify, or Adam, number 47? The math geekness is kicking in. The first gentleman is going from 25 to 26 an hour.
These are not just given raises, they're based off performance. So if they obtain their next water license or sewer license, that's the only way they get it.
I'm okay with that. I have no problem on.
It's not October 1, it's only if they do their homework and go get it done.
Okay, but then that would increase it to the 106,000 number?
That,
From-
We've
That-
also moved employees around different job titles, so
Yeah.
it's not that big of a jump there from the overall. I guess out of everybody on staff, it's less than 2,500 for the year.
Okay, because I'm looking at it from the numbers that are,
Right, so
Okay.
we move people around, give them different titles, stuff like that, based off their needs,
okay, cool.
where they're performing at.
And you have an open position right now? Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
Any more questions?
Let's go back to the general so that we can explain the property tax rate, because that's going to be the notice of public hearing, or if there's going to be a public hearing that's going to be required. What's in the proposed budget is the no new revenue rate of 0.4423.
He's looking at item 11.
11.
Yeah, item 11. That's what's in the proposed number is the no new revenue rate, okay? The voter approval rate is 0.4647, and the de minimis rate is 0.6154. Our current tax rate for this fiscal year was 0.4417. So it is a slight increase from the current rate of 0.4417 to 0.4423. But the valuation is what really determined how much money was allocated for this budget, which on a valuation of $300,475,220. That's where that question to I believe Anthony raised was where that revenue came, and with all these extra expenses, it's because of the valuations.
And with that number.
And that valuation comes from Burnett CAD. We don't, they gave
Based on
they
the
gave us
properties.
these numbers, yeah, based on the property values in Burnett County after the contested period and all that good stuff.
So no, since we're raising it such a small amount, a public hearing is not necessary?
Not necessary. A public hearing will not be necessary. Obviously, I think that we probably just need to have one to say for in good faith,
Sure.
but it's not required.
Okay,
I think we just post it and we say that we're,
open for
open for
conversation?
discussion, but it's not required, no.
Okay. Okey-doke. All right.
And we'll need a record vote.
So if you go below or go above the NNR, you can still have a public hearing. I think that's a good idea. That's good faith. The difference is that if you go above the NNR, there's a very specific statutory language that you have to do with regard to notice that has to go out. So go ahead. I mean, I'm fine with going ahead and doing the public hearing, but understand that if someone comes back and says, you had a public hearing, but you didn't do the notice, you can say, we did the public hearing as an extra for the community to have an opportunity to be heard. Because they could speak to it anyway, right? Because it's on the agenda, but the public hearing just sounds more open, so that's the reason to do it. But we will not be doing the regular notice, the required statutory notice that if you were to go above the NNR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
understood.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
and
Mike.
that's what I meant. I meant we were just going to put it on our agenda. We're not going to post it like I would have to, the notice requirements. And it's got to be a record vote, meaning Andis
Indi-
Goebel.
Yeah,
How do you
individuals have
vote?
to
Yeah.
vote.
I'll be doing roll call for
By
the
name.
vote.
Is this mixed beverage tax like coming from Standard and Texas Exits?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
So if y'all don't have any questions, department heads, do you have anything to add? Chief? Adam? Or Dina?
No. Mike, you have anything to add?
Anything
Attorney fees?
Okay.
They're cutting them.
All right, thank you.
in half?
I noticed two of them in here.
All right, I appreciate y'all going through this. I know y'all got it last week, and I know y'all been looking through it, so thank y'all. Action items, 2.1, discuss and consider filing with the city secretary the proposed fiscal year 26-27 budgets for utility and general funds of the city of Bertram.
I make a motion that we file with the city secretary the proposed fiscal year 26-27 budgets for utility and general funds of the city of Bertram.
We have a motion by Betty, a second by Randall. All those in favor? That passes. Thank you. 2.2, discuss and consider proposed tax rate of 0.4423 per $100 valuation notice of meeting to vote on tax rate posting. This is just what we just talked about.
Yeah. I make a motion, we approve the proposed tax rate of 0.4423% per $100 valuation.
Second.
A motion by Betty, a second by Anthony. All those in favor? You notice everyone's hesitant to do any kind of raise. Community input, there is none.
Can we do a record vote on that?
Sure. Sorry. For 2.2, the discuss and consider the proposed tax rate of 0.4423 per 100 valuation notice of meeting to vote on tax rate posting. Andy Scoble, how do you vote? Yes. Anthony DeFrancis, how do you vote?
Yes.
Yes. Betty Pridmore, how do you vote?
Yes.
Tracy Wilson, how do you vote?
Yes.
Randall Fisher, how do you vote?
Yes.
Thank you all. As stated, community input, there is none. Future agenda items, we are fixing to have another meeting, so. At this time, this meeting's adjourned. Thank you all. One down.
Turn the recording off.